Hello, my friend. Welcome to Young Elite and Professionals presentation. This is the official presentation for Young Elite and Professionals. Okay, we'll be using this as an alternative to running actual seminars. Quickly, I would like to go into the details about Young Elite and Professionals, what we stand for, and why we were instituted. Welcome officially to Young Elite and Professionals. The name Young Elite and Professionals was coined out from having seen that young people in this country are neglected most of the time. So we created this platform having young people in mind. So from the name you can see that we are young, we are elite in the sense that we're looking forward to reaching out to people who have gone to school or who have attained some level of education. So young, elite, then the professionalism to bringing out different field of studies, okay, different talents for these young people is what we are centered, to actualize. So we are an ICT resource company founded on the 17th of October 2018. We're an ICT resource company number one. We were officially registered to carry out business 17th October 2018, although the idea of Young Elite and Professionals has been in the pipeline for a long time. So we actually went to integrate and incorporate the company officially with the government through the Corporate Affairs Commission. Then we're a debt-free company and privately owned. Okay, here is the CEO, the owner and founder of Young Elite and Professionals. You see, he's a young guy. Okay, myself, my name is Kenneth Amechi, and what we have started here is we're trying to show every other youth out there that it is possible to actually go legit. It is possible to do something legitimate for yourself and for your country. Here is our mission. We're trying to educating every African child and youth on current trends in the digital and creative industry and help them bring their creativity into reality. This in turn will rechannel the zeal and mindset of these future leaders from cybercrime to one that is sound with value-added services to humanity and to have a sustainable, environment which is duly preserved. The second, which is our vision, what we hope to attain in a couple of years from now, is we see a community of young people who are duly equipped with digital skill sets and having same community of people absorbing a great percentage of the millions of unemployed people in the society, which definitely we believe will restore balance. Okay, so everyone has gotten some form of education, but a lot of people don't understand the real reason for their education. So here I will highlight using the words of Martin Luther King Jr. He said the function of education is to teach you to think critically and to think intensively. Intelligence plus character, that is the true goal of education. Here's what we offer. We're telling you there are a series of things we have laid down for you, okay, but what we're going to assure you is that this is not a get rich quick scheme, and for you to actually earn money you must work for it. Here we're telling you part of the things we have installed for every young Nigerian includes e-learning. Learning has become, it is the norm of the day. People have really appreciated the reason for education, but a lot of people do not have that time to learn things extra, things outside their curriculum, okay, things outside their educational curriculum. So we're looking at giving digital skills in different fields of study to you, which cuts across trading the financial market, that's forex trading. With the idea of forex trading, you can trade the crypto market and trade any financial institution available to you, okay, trade in them. All right, so we're looking at visa processing, the training. A lot of people want, there's this Japa syndrome out there, and a lot of people want to travel out, but eventually when you're ready to travel out, you give your money to people they call agents or visa consultants. But these people are not, they're not abstract. They're not in the US, they're not in China, they're not in Canada, they're not in the UK. They are here with you in your local country, and eventually you're going to pay these people for doing the same things that you could have done yourself. So learn the way to go about processing your visa yourself. So We also have different other courses in programming, in web development, in graphics design, video editing, a whole lot of courses that you can take advantage of. That's talking about the e-learning. So now we're also shifting you to agriculture. Want to see a new breed of youths who will take up agriculture and make something out of it. A lot of people are out of school looking for one thing or the other to do. There's actually a way you can tap into the agricultural sector and make something for yourself and for generations to come. Also, we're looking at PCs. The industries we are highlighting are things that people naturally do here in Nigeria. They are involved in one or two activities revolving these industries. But this time around, we are saying for every of this industry we are going to be showing you going forward, when you participate in them or somebody else somewhere in Nigeria within Africa participates in them, you can actually get a fraction of the transaction the person carries out. So we're saying when people change their phones, they buy new PCs, they buy new phones, you can actually get something out of it. Alright, irrespective of their location. We're talking about cosmetics as well. Everybody uses one cosmetical product or the other. So you can actually get a share from anything going on in this industry. Also, we're talking fashion. Imagine for every product that is sold in this industry, in the fashion industry, take it sneakers, take it shirts, take it whatever it is, bags, whatever is sold in this industry going forward, you can actually get a fraction of it. Okay. Same also for real estate. We're looking at having you take a fraction, a huge chunk actually, of whatever is going on in the real estate economy. Talking about people selling lands, people selling properties, you can actually get a fraction of each of these transactions going forward. We also have the equipment industry where heavy equipment are sold, those for the gym, those for agricultural purposes, those for clinicals. Okay, for every equipment that is sold from this platform, you can actually position yourself to get a huge chunk of it. Same goes for furniture, same goes for healthcare, automobiles, people buying cars, electronics, power, job search, health, a lot of all these industries. So that is the first part of our presentation. Now, if you want to ask, how can you benefit? How can you come in so that when these transactions happen going forward, a fraction of it can actually hit your bank account in real time? I'm talking about real time. Let somebody purchase a car from Sokoto, let the person be in Abuja, let the person purchase a real estate property, let somebody from Imo State, somebody from Kogi, somebody from any part of the country, whenever they participate in any actual business transaction that cuts across these fields that we've highlighted, a fraction of that money can actually hit your bank account. So you want to ask, how can this be possible? So we're taking you to the business expansion project, #BEP, which brings about the business opportunity for you as a participant with Young Elite Professionals. So we want to make you a partner with us. All right. So in life, you have two choices. You can actually decide that, okay, this information, you've had it all, it's not for you. So you can decide to become rich. You can decide to take the bull by the horn, take your destiny by the horn and run with it, or you can decide to work for the rich. So it is in two ways. So you need to understand how cash actually flows. So if you have not watched this video about cash flow quadrant, find time. The video has been uploaded, it's long uploaded on our YouTube channel, so you can find out what this cash flow quadrant is. That is what is keeping the rich richer by the day, and they are making money off of every other person in the society. So you need to understand the power of number. Once you can grasp the idea of the power of number, you can do whatever you want to do and make immense wealth out of it. So for you to become financially free, you must find a way to live above your peers. Everybody has 24 hours, definitely. So if you can find a way to get an hour from every other person's 24 hours, that gives you an edge. And when you convert that hour to money, it becomes huge wealth. Okay, so if you can work that around a huge number of people, that's how you get rich. So find time, watch this video on the cash flow quadrant. I don't want to spend time, trying to break it down to you, But some of the time when you meet me one-on-one, if there's so much chance, I can still go ahead to break it down to you. Everything summarized in the cash flow quadrant is just as the words of J. Paul Getty. He said, I'd rather have 1% of the effort of 100 men than 100% of my own effort. Imagine you're a farmer, or you decide to go into farming today, and you decide that you want to go crude, you don't want to use mechanized farming because you don't have enough money. Then you decide to be the one to till the land, be the one to cultivate it, be the one to clear it in the first place, be the same person to make sure that water gets to the farm. That's irrigation. You're still the one nurturing the farm, weeding it and all that up to the harvest time. I'm telling you, if one man takes it upon himself to go through this process, he may eventually die in the process, because he may not really live to enjoy the fruits of his labor, compared to if he had delegated such task to 100 men, okay, and decides, okay, I just want to pick 1% of whatever produce you come up with. So 1% on 100 people eventually gives you 100%. So this is the first billionaire in the US by the name J. Paul Getty, and the quote rightly said, I'd rather have 1% of the effort of 100 men, which is better than 100% of my own effort. So this is what we're saying. If you join us in propagating this information, this cause of young elites and professionals, you're not doing it for free. You are actually getting a huge chunk out of all the revenue that we generated from this movement. So we are saying we are giving you 70% of the total revenue generated. We are not saying 70% of profits. No, we're saying 70% of total revenue, and this is what we mean. Every other person who's going to see this information, one way or the other, would see it through somebody. So definitely, you're seeing it now. Other people will see this information through you, and we've positioned you to share in 50% of their sign-up cost. Okay, whatever is going to cost them to sign up on this program with, you are getting to share from 50%, and this is the breakdown. 20% to you if you bring them directly, 10% goes to you same if the people you brought in directly, when they begin to sign up others, you're getting 10% on their sign-up fees. Okay, so if those people go ahead to do the same thing, you're still getting extra 10% on this new level of people. When those other people do the same, you're getting 5% down to the fifth level. Then when it comes to the sales commission part, because we are running an e-commerce platform, just picture your regular e-commerce platform where different things are sold under different industries. Okay, when cars are sold in automobiles, I don't want to mention the name of any e-commerce platform, but you are familiar with e-commerce platforms where people enlist different products and services they render. Now we're seeing for every sale made, you start to share from 20% of the sale cost. We're not saying 20% of the profit on the sale. No, you're going to share from the actual total sale. All right. So if something goes for 100k, you stand a chance to share from 20% of that 100k, and that is massive when you consider the number of transactions that will be happening going forward. So if the same thing happens on your website directly, you're getting 10%. Okay, when the sale is made on every other person's website whom you have positioned into this platform, you're getting 2.5% on every of their sale, and this is huge. So going forward, we're using this avenue to explain to you what that could look like when you bring in the human beings. Okay, so imagine you at the top of this table. All right, so every other person has signed up right beneath you. First level of people are your level 1. So when they go ahead to sign up, different number of people from their social media contacts, from their Facebook, from their phone books, from WhatsApp, different platforms that they have actual human beings following them, which is why alongside this opportunity, we're also helping you to grow your social media platform so that the people you're going to work with are readily in your lines of friends. Okay, so you have them on your social media platforms, and each of them has different level of acquaintances connected to them. So they have their friends, those other ones have their own friends till infinity. This table is to help you understand the power of number generally. So if you can integrate this number of people you have following you on different social media platforms, if you can integrate them into this opportunity, That is the huge and big picture around it. Let's break it down a little further. Let's assume that you're building this opportunity based on the power of 10. Okay, you just said from your phone book, from your Facebook, from your WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, everybody you know on the surface of this earth, just only 10 people said yes to this opportunity through you, and they signed up. They become your level 1 participants. On their sign up, you're getting 20% on their sign up cost. So here are the registration packages. Okay, for the registration on silver, it is 20,000 naira, but for now we are running a promo, so we've pegged it on 10,000 naira. This package on gold naturally is 60,000 naira, but because of the promo, we slashed every of these packages to 10,000 naira for the first year. Subsequent years, the actual prices will kick in. So the table here illustrates what you stand to gain. Imagine you built your team based on the power of 10, meaning that you signed up 10 people, and eventually everybody is doing the minimum of 10, getting on board their 10 of your friends up to the 5th level. This is what you would have built. Okay, this is the kind of team you would have built. Okay, so also there's something we have to take note of on this table. We are not promising you heaven and earth, but we're saying if you could do this, you are going to get this eventually. Okay, so and eventually it will run in millions, and you could be cashing out this on a daily basis. You could be cashing out this if you do the proper thing of building this kind of team on a daily basis. You should expect nothing less than what you've seen on this income table. All right, that takes us to the other part, the sweeter part, which is on the projection on sales. So we are saying based on the team you have built, here's your percentage on sales. Okay, so for everything you sell directly from your website, not actually you need to sell to anybody. Somebody could go through your version of the website, because everybody who signs up gets their own replicated version of our website. So everything that happens on that website is seen as happening directly by you. Okay, so if somebody goes on your website to purchase things directly, you're getting 10% of that sale. All right, so if every other person in your team is whom these customers patronize, for every sale that happens, you're getting 2.5% on those sales up to your 5th level. Okay, so we are giving you an illustration of the phones and PCs sector. Let's say somebody decides to buy a Techno phone and Infinix phone that costs 100k. That's why we have the price on each of those places. So we are saying, let's say they bought something worth 100k from the phones and PC, and let's just say based on the power of 10, this happens. For everything sold in that line, let's say that 100k phone was sold, you are getting 10% of that 100k, which gives you 10k. You may not even know that such transaction happened. That transaction may happen in Borno State, that transaction may happen in Port Harcourt, that transaction may happen in Oyo State, anywhere around Nigeria. Once that transaction happens, and what validates that transaction to happen for you is they click on your link. So this is the time you need to share your link. Make sure a lot of people get acquainted. And there's another sweet thing. Once somebody clicks on your link, the person is attached to you on this platform for the rest of his or her life, or the rest of the life of this program. Okay, so each time they are still coming back to make one transaction or the other, it is still recorded for you. So imagine 10 people at random times they bought phones worth 100k. 10% on 100k is 10,000. When it's done by 10 people, that's 100k. So you could get 100k from people buying phones. And if this happens on the second level where you have more number of people, you could get 250k bonus incentive for just having put out your link there the first time. The same thing goes for your level 3. It could be 2.5 million, it could be 25 million, it could be 250 million. And why we assure you that we're going to pay out all this is that our company is registered. We want to be in business for a long time, and we don't have to cut corners about it. We've stated it from the jump that when you do so thing, you get so thing. So the money is not coming from our company, it is coming from the sale of the product which you have pushed into the market, and those products actually didn't go out for free. People paid different amounts of money for those products. So taking out 20% out of the 100% on that product is not really a bad idea. So the same thing goes for the automobiles sector, where let's say somebody or people bought cars worth 5 million naira. That's the breakdown of what you can potentially get when you get your own cut of that sale. The same thing goes for the real estate sector as well. We just use 5 million naira thereabouts just for to cut down the value or the digits you see appearing on the table. It could be more than this, all right, and it could be less, who knows. But the actual thing is, when it is consistent, that gives you residual income for life, because people will keep doing these things that we've mentioned for the rest of their lives. Going on to the next segment, we're saying we've been able to incorporate real estate into our business currently. This used to be pipe dreams for us. We only started with e-learning, and when we started at first, we told people that real estate, hospitality, agriculture, transportation, oil and gas, e-commerce, aviation, telecommunications are further industries we have interest in. But thank God today we've been able to incorporate real estate into it. We've incorporated agriculture. Of course, we built them all around e-commerce. So have it in mind that pretty soon the hospitality industry, transportation industry, oil and gas, aviation, telecommunications are industries we'll be bringing to your doorstep, so that whenever transactions happen in those industries, you are getting a huge chunk of such transaction. And take your time, pause and play this disclaimer page so that you understand the things we are promising you. We're not promising you heaven on earth, but we're saying when you join hands in making this a reality, you get your fair share of the remunerations that come afterwards. So thank you so much for staying by. Thank you so much for staying tuned to this presentation to the end. I look forward to answering every of your questions, giving you everything you need to know about this opportunity and how best it could work for you. So I'm looking forward to having you on board as soon as possible. Remain blessed. I remain your humble host, Kenneth Kelechi Amechi. Have a wonderful day.